What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Oh, That's Random Podcast, the podcast where we take a little time to explore the extraordinary and ordinary. I am your host of that guy, Nerdy G. This is your first time here. Welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Listen, the best way to support this channel, support this brand, support this network is to like, subscribe, share. Those are the first three things that I need you to do. But then also, too, I'm going to throw some merch up on the screen, right? By purchasing some of that merch that helps me to put back into the network, that helps me to create more shows. We have shows already on the channel. We got Snack Time with Nerdy. We have the Brunch Chicks. We have the Red Cup edition of Oh, That's Random Podcast. We have the CPT reviews. And then we also have some other shows already in the works. But listen, grab you some of that merch, support the network, and let us continue to build over here and bring you this wonderful content. Now, today, y'all clicked on it. I'm getting right to it. I'm not going to keep you for a long time. I'm going to keep you for a good time. That's how about that. That's what we're going to do. I'm not keeping you for a long time. I'm keeping you for a good time. All right. We're going to talk about this. I know y'all probably seen the thumbnail and y'all was like, oh, word? Oh, word. That's how you doing it? Yeah. Fellas, share this with your woman. Matter of fact, just play it in the background. Let your woman hear it and let's see what we get out of this. This might disrupt some households, but it's okay. Chaos, disruption. Sometimes disruption may need to happen in order for change to take place, right? Because sometimes you get into that groove and you just going. But let me go ahead. See, I know if y'all notice, I've been doing I've been doing things a little different. So like sometimes I gotta make a move, right? But here we go. I'm gonna play a little something. And I want y'all to listen. And I might put it up on the screen. I might not, but I just want y'all to know. But let's listen to this.
Popular opinion.
Right.
Being a man has to be one of the most difficult things in this world, because when I hear
talk about
some of the requests that women have and how they can contradict themselves, I get confused. It's like, I don't need you to be too sensitive, but how dare you not share your feelings and your emotions with me? I need you to be a good leader, but understand that I won't be following you and I won't be listening to you. And you can't lead me anywhere, but be a good leader. Be strong and show a level of vulnerability, but not too much, because then strength and vulnerability cannot coexist together, because now I'm going to think that you weak. I want you to be truthful and honest, but not too truthful to where you telling me the truth about me. And now I got to feel some type of way towards you, because you're supposed to be on my side at all points and times.
Really?
Read my mind, but don't you dare assume that you know what I'm thinking. Meet my needs, even though I'm not going to tell you what my needs are all the time, but I expect for you to just know somehow. Be financially stable, but make sure you have a whole bunch of time, even though it takes time to make money. Now, when you hear some of these requests out loud.
That's enough. We got it. We know. Silly? Yeah, that's the word. Does it sound silly? You're darn tootin' it sounds silly. Now, most men and some women out there, y'all understand these. Y'all understand everything that she just said. Y'all say, she talking about my woman. She talking about this sign. Let me tell y'all, all of them. Not all of them, because women are not a monolith. All of them. Listen, I get it. I get where she's going. It's the truth. Expectations is a real thing. And if you ask a woman what her expectations are, some of them don't give a crap, and they're going to give it to you just like it is. That gives you an option to say yay or nay. Shout out to those women, because if she gives you her real, true, live expectations, and you say, I can meet those expectations. Matter of fact, I can exceed those expectations. And she don't trip when you exceed those expectations, and y'all relationship is great, good for y'all. Here's the issue. There are women, and I'm going to say, we are talking about women, but there are some women out there that will have the expectation conversation. You'll live up to your part of their expectations, but they won't live up to their part of your expectations. And then when you have conversations with them, just like she said, you're vulnerable, you're weak. They don't want to talk to you. They want to, I'm not following you. I'm not leading. I'm not, like you said, all of those things start to come into play. If I'm only meeting your expectations and you can't meet mine, what's the purpose of me still being here? And then when I decide to leave, you get upset because I tried to communicate with you and you didn't want to communicate with me because I'm weak. I can't be too vulnerable. You just need me to shut up and be a man. It's no different than saying shut up and dribble. Shut up and be a man. Shut up and provide for me. Shut up and buy me nice things. Shut up and make sure that the yard looks good. Make sure that trash is taken out. Make sure ain't no pee on that toilet. Make sure that I got all the things that I need. Make sure I got money when I go on my girls trip. Make sure that when I go to brunch on Sundays or whatever, make sure I'm in my flyers. Shut up and be a man is what the mentality comes off as. She's talking about all of those walking contradictions. We know for a fact that humans are walking contradictions. It's not easy to walk everyday life and not be some form of a contradiction. It's possible, but it ain't easy. As people make it seem, it's not easy. Sometimes you want to do the bad thing. Sometimes you want to make a decision that's not in line with what you normally would do. Some people just like, hey, they want to switch shit up because once you become straight up normal, stagnant, and you have a daily routine. I wake up at 7:30. I get the kids and wife ready. I take out the trash. I come back to the house. I work. I do it. Like when you got a monotone, just regular ass schedule, don't nothing deviate. There's no spontaneity in there. Then yeah, you want to switch it up at some time, and then in those instances, you could be a contradictory of whatever it is that you said or whatever it is that you believe. Or you said, oh, you said you'll never do that. Well, shit, I want to try something different. So, hey, sue me. Get it. But these contradictions shouldn't be detrimental to your life. And what I mean by that is you shouldn't be held hostage somewhere and because the other person's getting their needs met, but you're not. You shouldn't be held hostage, or you should, and I don't even want to say hostage because you have the right to leave. But because it's become such a normal thing and you just like, screw it. And I do strongly dislike this saying, I just don't want to start over. I dislike the other saying that there's a lot of piss in the dating pool. Yeah, it is. It's going to be. It's going to be. People get upset and say, oh, I'm tired of these older folks dating these younger folks. Let me ask y'all this. When older folks get divorced after being married for 20-something years or whatever the case may be, and they go back out there in the world, who's the majority of the people that are dating? Young folk. I get it. Y'all gonna say there's websites that they can go to. Ain't nobody on, well, I'm not gonna say nobody on farmers.com, but what I'm trying to say is, old school thinking is we go out, we talk, whoop-de-woo. I'm not on your Instagram, yo, let me DM you this, da-da-da-da-da. No. They want to go out, they want to meet people, and then y'all be like, well, they shouldn't be at the club. They shouldn't be. Listen, it ain't the fact that you got to be at the club. Some of these young folks is going into the cigar lounges. They're going to where the man is already established at. That's where they're going. They're going to where the man is already established. Oh, he's here. He's already retired. He can go on trips. He got money. He got a pension. He got a 401k. He got some ducats. He out here driving Corvettes and shit and got it in a car club. So he gonna be here, but he not gonna be here type shit. Like, got it. She's talking about the walking contradictions of a woman where their expectations is here. Right, but they not even meeting us halfway, and then they don't even want to. They don't. They don't want to do unto you as you want to do unto others. I believe that's the saying. So if you want that man to lead you, but you're not gonna follow him, then what's the point? Why would I lead somebody that doesn't want to follow me? It doesn't make sense. Why can't I tell you something and you believe me? Why is it that I tell you something and you like, oh, okay. But then you go talk to Sally, Lou, or Larry and voila, you believe them and not me. My track record shows that when I do this, I'm good. When other people come and tell you, hey, this guy is amazing, this guy brain is this, that, and the third. When other people can see the awesomeness in your partner and you like, all right, yeah, whatever. You're steady treating this guy or woman like crap. And then these other folk say he needs somebody better. They're looking at them and they know that he needs somebody better. She needs somebody better. But that person, because they've been with you for however long or however they got into this situation, and because they are a thoughtful, caring person and they believe that they can make it work. They believe that they can, put the work in, because they say, it's not easy, it's possible, right? What's the saying? Faith makes it possible, not easy, right? And they believe in it. They stick to their core values, and they want to exercise every bit of tools that they have at their disposal to try to make y'all relationship or piece it back together or however it may be. And if you still on some BS like what Homegirl was talking about, the big contradictories where it's going to impact your lifestyle as a whole, then you're jacking. You messed up. You fucked up is what you did. You're messing up. That's what it is. You're messing up. Nobody should be in a moment, or nobody should be in a, what's the word I'm looking for? In a cycle where it's taking them, it's taking more than it's given, right? There's a give and take in the world, no matter what way you slice it. It's a give and it's a take. I give you a little, you take some. It's that. It's like what you put in, you put in more than what you take, right? Let that cup overfloweth. Okay. But these women right here, these type of women, these women that act this way, men act this way too. But she talking about the women, so we're gonna stay on the women, right? Even talking about those type of women, right? Some of the good women be the exact same way. Maybe because she's not loud with it and she does it subtle. She's still on the same shit. See, one thing I've noticed about stereotypes. So when I look at stereotypes basically come off as whoever is the loudest in the bunch, right? And I'm not a fan of that, because that one loud person, rambunctious person, does not represent the whole entire community or that entire group. Take, for example, gay men. In the 90s, they were loud, they were rambunctious, and they drove Maseratis, or not Maseratis, what is it? God damn it, it's the little M car, the little Midas car, whatever it was. Start with M, I know that for a fact. But then it's like, nah, that can't be all of them, because there's so many out there, but we wanna say, hey, this is who they are. No, they're not. No, just because this guy has pink hair and is loud and likes to have a good time, that's him. What about the manager of HR who is gay as all outdoor, but you won't know it at all because that's not the way he carries himself? Strong, silent type, right? Comes in, does his work, goes home, drinks wine, watch whatever. But if you didn't know his life and you weren't a part of his life, you wouldn't know that he was gay. There are straight males who are loud, rambunctious, put different colors in their hair, wear loud highlighter clothes and shoes, and we didn't call them gay. We called them metrosexuals. But they didn't say, we didn't see that one person and say, that's all men or that's all straight men. No, we didn't do that. When they do it with gay men, it's like, that's crazy. When they do it with, I don't know, I don't want to get this wrong. When they do it with lesbians, because they don't, like, I don't still, like, the difference between a lesbian, a butch, a stud baffles me. Don't really need to understand it, but I got it. Cool, got it. They all women. Okay? That's it. The gay men, they are gay men. They all are men. The way that their personality is not tied to, in my opinion, is not tied to their sexuality. Your personality is not tied to your sexuality. Your sexuality is a preference. It's what you like. It's what you want. Cool. Your personality is who you are as a person. It's what makes people like to be around you. It's why people say, oh, this person is a good person. When they say that you're a good person, they're talking about your personality. They're not talking about your sexuality. Personality, not sexuality. I digress. But you can't stereotype and say, oh, this is just one type of woman. No, even the good women, they have some of these contradictions on them, and they just do it in a different way. Everybody's not going to cut the pie the same way as they should, right? What they tell you, there's more than one ways to skin a cat. Okay, cool. To me, that just means that your woman who you believe that is good and is great to you, she may got some of these contradictions on her. And for y'all relationship, you okay with that because it's not changing or it's not upsetting y'all overall and y'all lifestyle. It's not at a detriment to where one person is feeling as if they're not being heard, they're not being seen, they're not getting the value out of the relationship that they would like to. That's all I'm saying. It comes in all. It's not just the ghetto girls. It's not just the bougie girls. It's not the girls, the baddies who are looking for a check. You know what I'm saying? Even though they may be the ones that we hear about more, just because you hear about them more, that doesn't mean that's how all of them are, in my opinion. I don't think that you can just say, take a sample size and say, hey, these 100 people represent this whole group of people. No, you can't. You can't do that. You can't take a small sample size and then apply it to a large group, is what I'm saying. That just doesn't fly. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's going to be different. And personalities and the way people move these days, just in general in life, has always been different. That's what we say, people make the world go round. Yeah. If everybody was the same, it'd be boring, right? I can't tell you, even if you want to talk, Asians, right? My dealers say, oh, Asians are bad drivers. I say, but okay, but they the ones that's always at the drag races. And we don't hear about the drag races where the cars are blowing up or flipping over and those crap like that. So, contradiction. Asians are bad drivers, but yet they're the best drag racers in the world at the same time. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't, like, certain people just don't, certain people can't. They get behind the steering wheel and they lose their crap. They shouldn't be behind the steering wheel, right? It's just like saying, hey, stage fright. Some people are awesome at this when the camera's off. When the camera's off, some people are like the greatest personality, and they make you laugh. They have you in stitches, right? Good, great. Cut the camera on. Red light. Boop. Deer in headlights. Lights over there. Lights right there. Lights over there. All around. They start sweating. They picking up cups. They drinking water. They spilling shit on themselves. Say, oh, you're nervous. But cut them lights off. Cut that camera off. They're the greatest thing in the world. A lot of contradiction. A lot. Homegirl said what you need to say when it came to these women. Listen, fellas, yes, it is hard to be a man. Yes, we are confused when we get with a woman, right? We confused about women in general. We don't try to. The best thing I can tell you guys is don't try to understand them. Just let them live their life and let them be who they is. Okay, let them be who they are, and then find the one that matches your crazy. I'm always gonna tell you that. Find the one that matches your crazy, and then long as y'all having a good time together, and none of her contradictions is putting you at a loss. This goes for the women too, who like women too. If you can get with a woman and your overall is good, your overall lifestyle is good, the majority of your expectations are being met, the majority of her expectations are being met, she still got some contradictions, you still got some contradictions, but as long as it doesn't affect y'all quality of life to where y'all are having fun and y'all are being able to enjoy each other and your lives together and apart, then rock with that person. But if it's where you feel like you're getting depressed every other day, or where you feel like she's not giving you anything after you had conversations and you've put all your resources out there, you tried this, you tried therapy, you tried the regular therapy, you tried church therapy, you tried online therapy, hell, you even had a come to Jesus meeting with her, y'all prayed together, and nothing change, then don't wait too long, because then you can be back out there dating in that piss pool. Fix it now rather than later, because then you know what I'm saying. Don't pull the trigger. Don't go get married knowing that your quality of life is not where you want it to be, and you still marry the person. If you made that, you got to fix that. Do what you got to do. Some people are wired to where they're greater than the other, but neither here nor there. That's all I got to say. Listen, I told you I wasn't going to keep you for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. Hopefully that was a little entertaining. This is a little bit short. I told you guys I am still working on this, trying to figure out what this music thing is going on. But listen, if you made it this far in the show, I thank you for spending a little time with me. I thank you for rocking with me. Like I say, this is a network. We're building more shows, more things. We're bringing you more content. 100% full-time. Your guy, Nerdy G, right here. Always going to be your guy. Get in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. Share your thoughts. Have you ran into a woman that just had you looking left, right, up, down, right, Jose, press start, all the above, and you like, I don't even know how I got here, bro. I'm just, oh my God. Drop it down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's laugh. Let's have a good laugh. Hopefully you still not with that person. If you are, remain anonymous, and I'll chop it up with you, and I'll say some stuff about it, all on the Patreon, Nerdy's Umbrella. Links all down in the description. Guys, until next time, I am your host, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G.